Namaste and thank you so much, BW Hotelier, for this opportunity. Special thanks to Bhuvnesh and the entire team who's actually at the back end doing this entire web blast. Very, very fortunate to be part of this team. So this is basically, BC, a very, very human resource centric question. And this is, I think, out of whatever we've been discussing all this while. So before I answer this question, let me just retract back to tell you that what as the hotel we have done in terms of taking care of our guests and our associates. So the entire program of uh, which we call it We Care and the commitment to clean, we have actually categorized that into three buckets. The first bucket being branded hotel program, in which we encompassed all the touch points of a guest journey and the associate journey. So by touch point, what do I mean? So from the main port, while you come across towards the uh, for a guest, when you come across up to my entrance, from the baggage scanner to the lobby to the reception to the elevators, and then you go up to the room or maybe restaurants. And for my associates, a similar journey like coming to the time office, clocking in your number and then going to the locker or taking the uniform or going to the staff restaurants. So these all touch points, what a human being actually can touch, have been actually recorded, and every 25 to 30 minutes, every area gets actually cleaned and sanitized in order to get away with something which we really fear. The second bucket, which we have actually put our cleanliness strategy, is the clinical level of cleanliness. And that's really very, very important. And the hygiene of these touch points through the chemicals, high graded chemicals which we use. And the third very, very important point is the medical focus in the heart of the house areas and wherever the associates actually travel. And like what Zubin said, uh, because we never closed our hotel, we made sure that we kept all our associates in-house so that they are not going out, not meeting people where they can actually get, uh, there are possibilities of danger. So they stayed back and they're still staying back in the hotel to serve. Now, coming back to your question, we see it's really very, very important to keep all of us, including me, engaged at work. So one thing which we all did is I stay very close to the hotel. So every day I started driving down to work. That's makes me really very relaxed. When you go past 25 years, you've just been coming to the hotel. And then suddenly you get stopped and you are told that from tomorrow you have to only be on calls. That doesn't work. We are all operational people.
Correct.
So that really engaged me while I started coming back to work. For associate, what we do is we constantly put all the communication channels open, and my HR department really plays a very, very important role in this. So by communication, I'm saying that every 15 days, we do diligently get every associate, whoever and wherever they are, into one platform, either with Zoom or Microsoft Teams, and we really communicate as to what the developments are. We talk about health, we talk about hygiene and sanitation, we talk about well-being, we talk about how hotel is doing, we talk figures, we talk a lot of things. I think that's really motivates my team. Uh, this is really very, very important. The HR team, along with me, we really roll out every week one competition. So wherever they are. So it could be a dance competition where these young lads, they actually create videos and they load videos, and then we have competitions, and then we have prizes to be given. So it's a big time fun. And I think that really, really motivates and keeps all of the associates really very, very engaged. Couple of other things which we have done for associates who are, and they are not very many, who are in the hotel and they are staying in the hotel. We still continue to have one day of the week where we do a good food festival. We have an exchange program where a housekeeping associate goes to the kitchen and a kitchen associate comes to food and beverage service, and a food and beverage service goes to the security, and we actually do little multi-skilling and multitasking. I think we've got really very, very good feedback from our associate. I think with all these things which we've been doing so far have really helped us engage our associate, because at this point of time the business levels are low, but certainly it's coming up. We can see a trend of a little bit upward trend, and there will be time when we will call every associate, but at this point of time keeping them engaged with a lot of HR related activity, I feel is really very, very important. I'll be really very, very brief and I'll not make it really very long, but I think every speaker has talked about technology and technology, how it is becoming important and how it can, whether it is replacing the human touch or it's not replacing the human touch. But one thing is really very, very certain, that technology has to be in the front runner at these times, you know. Touching upon that, let me see if I can answer your part in points. I think first is the check-in and the checkout experiences, which has gone touchless, and there's a huge work which is done by Marriott Hotel, and it keeps coming to us every now and then. Some have already been instituted, some are on pilot. So there's a lot of things which keeps coming to us for us to implement in our hotel. So the check-in and the checkout experience, where the guest can absolutely opt for contactless check-in and go completely mobile through the mobile app or through the Bonvoy app, which we have. In fact, there are softwares which we have implemented where you can actually scan the passport, do a pre-registration, you can do your upselling, track special requests of the guest, and during the checkout, actually also do a contactless payment through a mobile, through a payment gateway or a wallet. Coming back to F&B in terms of ordering, of course, the QR coded menu has been added, and those bulky, big, nice-looking menus have completely been replaced. Which also has medium of payments. So that's there. Even the reg cards, registration cards, and the folios, which can be now stored really very digitally. Coming to the room, where we have those very nice looking in-room directory, that's become truly, truly digitalized. And I think what we have done in every room, we have put QR codes in every location, where the moment you scan, either you get the video of that, you can order, you can place, we don't put amenities in the room now because it has an element of touch, but you can order things. So in-room directories have been digitalized. The mobile dining through Bonvoy app is really becoming very, very prominent now, where you can actually order your in-room dining from the in-room dining menu, or be it in the restaurant, or do a packed order sitting at your home. The offices and the back offices are going now completely paperless, hassle-free approvals. Now no approvals, no requisitions has to be made and has to be signed. It can all be digitally done. Just a code or just a icon on your mobile or maybe on your laptops. Also, it helps us saving paper and a safe way of storing our documents. Digital valet, which I talked about, absolutely completely paperless way of payment and no touch involved. The vendor management system, where whoever is coming to your hotel as a vendor, of course, that's been done in many of our properties even before March. The digital baggage tags are now coming very, very handy, because again, no human touch, and just a barcode and you scan it, and then the entire detail of the guest comes, and automatically the luggage goes to the room. There's something called a smart breakfast, which is a breakfast control tool mechanism, which allows guests, because the seatings in the restaurants are now minimalized and it's become lesser, it can actually tell you as a guest to come at such and such time, because the restaurant at this point of time is either busy or occupied, or there's a big, or there are a couple of more guests who are expected at that time. So it slates and it makes your time very, very comfortable, so that you come to the restaurant, you don't have to wait to get a table. So that's called the smart breakfast. Also, there are many hotels, and in China we have seen a lot of hotels where there are robot cleaners, who goes from room to room, cleans the room, cleans the public area. I think last but not the least, the entire communication is now become really very, very digitalized. One can view your contact books, you can push notification, you can completely direct talk and communicate.
What happens to people who are not so digitally savvy? Some of the older people who are uncomfortable with their phones and tablets. So what, I mean, is this the way of life? Is this here to stay?
Well, it is going to stay for some time at least, but I think even old people are really getting now very, very digital savvy. In fact, my dad's old, but I see him using WhatsApp. So he's also trying to cope up with the same thing, or maybe the Outlook. So I think it's coming into the main bloodstream of everyone, be it the age, be it a kid, be it people like us, or be it elderlies. So
Yeah.
that sums up to whatever I think a hotel is, or every brand is doing, to digitalize everything, so that ultimately it becomes as less touch as possible.
Right.
I think if I may add to one more perspective with this question, is that whenever we evaluate technology and buy softwares, it is always to do with the balance of the cost, because those costs are really very, very huge. I think this entire, and then we evaluate with the business and the returns it gives. So I think something which is really very affordable, doable, and gives you uh, you know, instant result, would be much more into action than to go into some high end software, where the investments are very, very high and the returns will be staggered to a lot of years. So